Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Hold on. I'm missing my headphones. Let me get that before I continue playing this Spotify music. All right, there we go. Now we can enjoy our beats without hopefully getting a double echo. But hello! Happy Tuesday, folks. How are we doing? I've had a week, not like a terrible week, but just like a week so far. I'm upsetty spaghetti right now because Winnie, as I kind of told you guys last week, has been like dealing with a UTI, and it's been causing her, or we think it was causing her to, pee in the house a lot more because she like had like this like upscale and urgency to go. And while like we put her on antibiotics, and while I think it was working and that she did in fact have a UTI, she just finished her antibiotics yesterday, maybe Sunday. And I walked out today before stream, and sure enough, she had peed on the blanket that I covered their beds with, and I'm like, damn it! I thought it was over. It was almost over, I swear, because she hasn't peed in a couple days, and I was like, yes, okay, this is over, we're good. It was the UTI. Not the UTI. She's still peeing in the house and on her bed, which is not good. And the next step is to do x-rays, which is expensive. I didn't want to have to do. So that's why right before stream too, like my mood just went nyek, down for the count. Like, how dare I think this was done with? Nope. It lingers. It must go on, but I'd rather she be healthy. And I was talking with another of my friends, and she was saying that her dog, Squid, had also had this problem. Well, they're like super different in age. Like Squid is like 1, maybe 2 years old, so she's still very much a puppy. And she was saying because she was spayed so much, like so young, like I think before she was 8 weeks, which you're not supposed to, you're supposed to wait till the dog's older. That caused her bladder muscles to be weaker, and so like that was happening. So potentially it's the same, like she was like, the things you're describing were the same things we were going through, and it was that. And I did some Googling and some researching, and older spayed females also suffer through that problem. So that's where I'm at. I'm dealing with the dog peeing in the house. Thankfully not to the same frequency that she was, so I definitely think the UTI was part of it, but now it's this onward struggle, and we're gonna have to go to x-rays. But that's something I'll talk to the vet tomorrow, because we have her recheck after she's finished her antibiotics. So yay me getting that wonderful news before stream. But hey, we're here, we're ready to read. We're going to play some Sims along with reading. But then I opened up the EA app, and it's like, Sims needs an update. And I was like, I don't feel like dealing with you tonight. So unfortunately, it will not be a gaming stream / reading sprint. We'll do it next week. I'll make sure to update it before then. Or sorry, not next week. I have to cancel sprints for next week because I will be in Riverside I will be at school until later. So it'll be a time. So I will not be doing sprints next week, but the week after we'll have sprints again, and we will play Sims. I promise you that. But yeah, tonight's gonna be chill. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be reading. So we're gonna do our 45 minutes on, 15 minutes off. We'll probably get started with our first sprint at like 7:15-ish. I usually like to start at the 15 mark, so we're getting a full hour. I am still going to be reading Brimstone by Callie Hart, because I have not read this book any further since our last sprints. I just have not picked it up. And I think it's because I've just been doing a lot of other things and I haven't been wanting to like physically read. So I will be trying to make as much progress as possible. I think I'm gonna try to read and finish this book by the end of the month. Fingers crossed. I am working on 2 other books I would also like to get done. The first being, I'm listening to Opal and Nev by Donnie something. Hold on. It is a kind of oral history book, following a black Afro punk rock star and her partner Nev, who's like a British rock star. It is by Donnie Walton. Here, let me show you guys the cover really quick. Hold on. Oh no, please. Wrong thing. Get out of here. Window capture. There it is. Yeah. So Opal and Nev by Donnie Walton. So I've been reading that, or I've been listening to that, and I'm almost done. I am like 90% of the way through the book. Hold on. Yeah. I don't know if I can get you to focus on that. Come on. There we go. 91%. So I have 2 more tracks, or I think like 2 more chapters or so left of it. And I have to say, I'm really enjoying it. I've owned the book for a while. And I don't know what made me kind of want to read it. I think I just picked it up because I had read Daisy Jones and the Six not too long ago. And I wanted to like kind of continue that vibe. So I picked up the audiobook off of Libro FM, and yes. Hey Paco, how you doing? How was your birthday book crawl? I hope it was fun. I hope you had a great time. D&D was so much fun. It was great to get to play with everyone. And your brother's such a fun DM. I love that. It's like, I just wanted to like mess with you guys. What's good? You got 10 books? Ooh. I know you were talking about a vlog, but is there going to be a haul attached to that vlog or a separate haul video? Because I'm there. I love haul videos. I love seeing what people get and what they're interested in. Yes. Yay. Excellent. I'm excited. Y'all, if you are fans of Paco, or if you're a fan of me, you should be a fan of Paco. Like, go check out his channel. It's amazing. It's fun. There's always some good stuff on it. Let me switch over so we can highlight his name. See, there's where you're going. That's the thing. I also need to update these things because I apparently didn't. 15 minutes. And my reading has not changed. I've been trying to read this book for weeks now. There will be a haul. Hell yes. Hell yes. I love hauls. I'm excited. But yeah. So that's what I've been reading. I have Brimstone on the back burner that I need to like really sit down and get through. I'm listening to Opal and Nev, and I'm reading an ebook, the sequel to The Sunshine Court, which is The Golden Raven. So I might do a mix of them all in sprints today. I know for sure I want to do maybe the first session or first sprint doing Opal and Nev because I want to do my nails. And so I have my like nail lamp and my gel nail stuff next to me, so I'll probably do that first so I can get it out of the way. And it will because the gel will be dry too. So I'll be using the first sprint to do that. Hopefully I get it done. But to make sure I am still doing bookish things, I will be listening to my audiobook and trying to make progress on finishing that. There goes my walker. washing that dog blanket, as I was saying. But we'll be running to our first sprint in about 5 or so minutes. So, what is your goal tonight, Paco? What are we reading? What are we doing? Or are we just vibing? Is equally okay. These are like nice relaxing spaces. Hey, princess. Just finishing the walk. No worries at all. How you doing? Hope you had fun while you were up visiting Paco. Hello, Dolores. Also, how many books did you get? Paco got 10. What's your number? Did we meet or beat, or did we lose? I gotta know. I wanna know all the book info. Can I help you, Dolores? There's no food. You already ate your food. She'll know what she wants. I'm okay, I did have fun, but the book buying did not stop. I got 9 books, but have bought more. I love that for you. I did the opposite. I unhauled books, or rather, I am unhauling books. Hello, Lola Roo. Nice to meet you. Welcome on in. I may have done the same. See, that's the thing. When you start buying books, it's cascades and it snowballs, and you just start getting books. I'm reading With a Vengeance by Riley Sager. Nice. Riley Sager books are either really fun for me or like a huge miss. It's an in-between, but I'm always looking for like another good one. I'm like chasing that high. So you'll have to let me know how you're feeling about it, how you like it. Yeah. We're gonna be, like I said, we're gonna be rolling in our first sprint in just a few moments, about like 3-ish minutes. I'm going to do an audiobook and then use that time to do my nails, because I need to, because I picked them all off. And I think I'm gonna do something fun. I'm going to do mostly high gloss, but I think on like either my ring fingers or my middle fingers, I'm gonna do like a matte, like in a different color. I don't know. It could be interesting, to say the least. I'm also torn if I want to do like red and black or if I want to do like a different color, because I kind of want to stick to the system. Sure, this will be my 4th Sager book. Nice! I think I've read 3 of his stuff. 3 of his books, I think? Which ones? Off the top of my head, I don't know. I'd have to look up. But, like I said, I'm trying to stick to the same, like, brand. So the colors I have, like, these red colors. They're all very subtle in their differences. Here, let me flip that one around so you can actually see the colors. All very, very subtle in their differences. This one's more like a pink. This one's more like a berry, and this one's a little bit darker. Or I could do something completely different, and I have, again, flip, a blue and a green and a yellow. I'm feeling a little bit of the green. I think the green will be fun. And I think next time when I get the black in that I ordered, I will do that double color. I think I'll do green and then I'll do 1 matte. I think that'll be enough visual interest. All right, but it's almost time for our first sprint. Let's go ahead and roll into it. All right, everything's still set up. My book has not changed, even though I'm not gonna be doing this book this time. So I'm just gonna, let me go ahead and put that away. Oh wait, I'll be doing that next sprint. Yeah, this sprint I'm doing audiobook. So, and I'm missing the rain, guys. As much as like it caused so much trouble in driving, I'm missing the coziness of the rain. So we're gonna be listening to some rain today as we're sprinting. So let's go ahead and roll into this first sprint. 45 minutes on, 15 minutes off. I'll see you at the end of it. Do some good reading, drink some water, and have a little snacky snack because I love you and you deserve a treat. All right, see you guys at the end of this 45 minutes. All right, come on back, come on back. How'd we do? How'd we do? I got cut off on a really interesting part. All right, let's get that going. So updates. 1, I'd finished my nails. They are not green, they are blue. Because I walked away and I was like, ooh, blue! And so now they're blue. All shiny. Because I tried the matte, did not like it. So we went back and now they're all shiny and done and mostly cleaned up. There's still some spots I could probably adjust, but I'm not too worried about them. But the audiobook though was popping. Oh my god. I was where it ended? I'm mad I'm not gonna be continuing the next sprint. I'll just say that. They're cute, thank you. Just shiny and blue. It's been a while since I've had like a nice like cobalt blue before. Usually I do black. Sometimes I do red, and sometimes I'll do a navy blue. But like this royal blue, I really, really like. So I think it'll be fun to wear for a while. Until I get bored or they start picking off, because I do use a peel off gel base. And so it doesn't ruin my nails, but it also means they don't stay as long. They usually stay like a week or so. I don't like matte at all because my skin is greasy and they always look weird. Yeah, I don't know. I really like the shine, and the matte just like, I wasn't feeling the vibe. I think I'd like doing a different color more. I think next time I'm going to do the alternating color. Paco didn't read. You know what? Fair. What'd you do with your break instead, Paco? Did you just hang out, chill, play some games? I was actually playing a game earlier today. I've been playing Kathy Rain 2, Soothsayer. Which, when I made that video about books that feel like video games, I talked about point and clicks. I was like, ooh, you know what? Let me go ahead and play some point and clicks again. And sure enough, I was like Kathy Rain. And so I did play it for the first time. And I beat it, and it was really weird and fun. But I bought a bundle with both games. And so I started the second game maybe Sunday? And maybe Monday. I don't know. I started it recently, and I've been playing through it, and I'm having a good time. There's something just about a point and click adventure that really like just draws me in as a person. And I'm like, yes, give me more, give me more. And it's, again, just nice and cozy to do. So again, highly recommend. Speaking of your video, it was so good. You go so in depth with why you're talking about that book, and it was interesting. Thank you. I had a lot of fun with it. I think a lot of fun, more fun than I've had in a while with like making a video like that. And just like getting to like splice together like clips of video games into it. Yes, it also gave me a reason to open up my Dragon Age Inquisition and to record some of that. And I had my roommate record, he did Helldivers too. Because I don't play a ton, or I don't have a lot of action-y games like on my PC. They're all my console. And I didn't want to worry about finding that. So I just had him record a clip. So I got him to play some games too. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And people seem to like it. And people seem to like my last video that came out. Where I was doing the Unhauled challenge. And God, that was stressful. It was so stressful, but it was also really, really fun. So I want to do more videos like that where it's just kind of a lot of fun to engage with, a lot of fun recommendation videos. So both videos were so good. Thank you. So expect more of those. They're pretty easy to record for the most part, which is great for my schedule because like I need things that are just like easy to get done versus vlogs take a lot of time. Even though vlogs aren't going anywhere. We have a vlog coming up, I believe. I think I have a 24-hour reading challenge. I'm doing that. Let me check my calendar. Yes, I have the reading wrap up, And then I have a 24-hour reading vlog slotted for the week after that. And then I'm gonna do a series vlog. So there's still vlogs a coming. My tea is here, so keeping her company. Nice! Because I would talk about games, but it would be surface level. I'm sure you have a lot to say about video games. You're also like a deep gamer, so you probably know more than you think. Canterbury's, hello, hello! Welcome on in. We're on our break. We got about 9 minutes before we go back to our next sprint. Of which I will be physically reading this time around. Again, I'm gonna try to get this book done this month because I don't want it haunting me into March. And I've done my work of getting back into the story and the world, so hopefully it just like takes off. I remember that it was going to take off, but I have not touched it since. So we're gonna slowly chug on through. All right. Because again, I would like this series to be caught up before I tackle even more series. Like in that stupid Unhaul challenge where 3 months to read all those books. Some of which are easy, others that are not. So be afraid for me. Be very afraid. That's good. I wish there wasn't that graham cracker in it. But overall, I like it. But yeah. No. But Opal and Nev. Oh my god. If you liked Daisy Jones and the Six, but you're like, man, I wish this just had a little bit more substance than drama for drama's sake. Opal and Nev. Okay? Opal and Nev. The way that this book is like handling like deep-rooted issues of racism within not only like society, but also the music industry, and how our main character Opal is treated in comparison to her partner Nev. Yes, and she's a punk rock bitch. Daisy Jones and the Six was fine. It wasn't as good as everyone says it is, in my opinion. I really liked it. I think it was a lot of fun, but I don't think there was a lot of substance to it. It was just kind of like drama for drama's sake, like being dramatic in like these like messy relationships. Versus Opal and Nev is like definitely those messy relationships, but instead they add in these like deeper societal issues. And Opal is a flawed character by far. Like sometimes I just want to shake her. But it's so fascinating to see like how this story is unfolding and how we're like addressing these issues that sometimes the characters themselves like don't want to bring to the forefront because obvious reasons. But the basic premise is that we're following our editor, Sandy. I forgot her name already. She starts with an S. But she is the daughter of a musician who was killed in one of like the riots, or not necessarily a riot, but like a riot that happened at Opal and Nev like debut show. And it is her father's death that kind of kick rocks Opal and Nev into fame. And she is kind of going back in history and tracing the origins. And like how do they come to fame? How like what is Opal's kind of like relevance now as they're on their way for like a comeback show? And oh my god, just the things we learn. Like like each interview we get deeper and deeper and deeper into like these people and their psyche, and there's so many people that make me want to scream. But in this last chapter we're seeing the like penultimate like reunion show and something happens. Ah! The author is my enemy. I'm guessing you're talking about Taylor Jenkins Reid. And I agree with Tangible. Like, why? What has she done to you? Or is she just like one of those authors you love her or you hate her? Which I can get behind. That author for me is Leigh Bardugo, though it's mostly hate. Sorry, Leigh Bardugo fans. Or There's another author that's like, I either love it or hate it. Toni Morrison, I feel that way about. I like only a handful of Toni Morrison books, but I appreciate her as a person. But Leigh Bardugo, I just don't like her. I don't like her writing. I don't know what it is about it. Can't hang. Cannot hang. But I need to know what's the tea? Why do we hate her? Or do we just like her books you can't get into? She's a very popular author. I remember it was like what, 2020? Everyone was reading everything that woman wrote. It was like The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, Malibu Rising, Daisy Jones and the Six, and I think that's it. That's all that comes to mind. They're all like white people, rich white people drama is what someone had called them, and I think that was a very apt descriptor for it. Yeah, those are the big ones. Daisy Jones 6, Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and Malibu Rising. There's a new book that came out last year though. I love her covers though. They're so pretty. She always makes her characters Latina and gets praise instead of Latina authors. Yeah, I don't want to read rich white people drama. Well said. Sometimes it could be fun, you know, just a little bit of drama. But most of the time, no, I'm good. But black people drama or like societal drama in Opal Nev, fucking love it. So again, highly recommend. I am adoring this book. I think it's gonna be a 4.5 to potentially a 5-star, depending on how this ends. I don't know how it's gonna end, which is kind of the crazy thing. I don't know how it's gonna end. I'm excited about that. What is her newest book about? It's another kind of. Oh, it's a STEM. Someone who's like an astronaut. Oh, interesting. It feels like it's stepping into the lane of Ali Hazelwood. She does a lot of like STEM women and love stories. It kind of feels like it's going into that vein, which I also don't know how I feel about. I have not read any of Ali Hazelwood books, but another person who people love, but she tends to do rich people, or not rich people, but she has a niche, and her niche is like women in STEM romances. She's my popcorn author. I read Bride and I liked it well enough. I don't think it was like the greatest paranormal romance, like everyone was like marketing as. And I feel like the whole like shock factor of nodding like wasn't really there. Alicia Hazelwood is long-winded. Bride is a no from me. Once it's side-eyes more, but more than that, I'm like, this is wired. I like Bride well enough, but I don't know. I still have Love Hypothesis, I think is the one I own but haven't read yet. The Knot was wild. Listen, I come from the age-old days of fandom and fan fiction, and let's say it's not surprising. I've read all her STEM books and love them so much. I like what I've read from Alia Hazelwood. I'm going to give it a shot. I think they could be a lot of fun, which is what I've heard from people. And I like the banter in Bride. I don't know why autocorrect did that to her name. I don't know either. That was a wild autocorrect. But yeah, I will read it eventually. Probably when I get like pulled for a romance thing. So, it is to come, it is to come. Alright, but we're out of time we gotta do our next sprint. The timer literally just ticked over. So let's go ahead and roll into this next sprint. I've read Bride and Checkmate. Nice. I don't think I own Checkmate. I know I for sure owed Love Hypothesis. I think I almost got Checkmate, but I figured I should read Love Hypothesis, another of her books first, and decide if I'm going to dive into all of her books. But we'll continue this conversation after the next sprint. And maybe play a little bit of a game, because I did find a game that I think would be fun to play. But before that, 4 to 5 minutes, read. I'm going to get up and stretch my legs for a little bit, but then I'm going to come back and I'm going to read Brimstone. We can, again, get further in her. Good luck, everyone. Drink some water. Again, get yourself a little treat. You deserve it. But I'll see you at the end of this next sprint. All right, come on back, come on back. How'd we do, folks? How'd we do? I want to say I made a lot of progress, but I like really didn't. I don't know. How many pages did I read? Not a lot. There's something about this book that's just like stuttering my progress. I'm really trying to figure out how many pages I read. 125, I'm on 168, so I read like 40-ish pages. Okay, family, if I can actually participate, what are you reading? I was reading Brimstone by Callie Hart. And I don't know, her pacing's weird. Like, I had that issue in the first book, and I'm having it again in this second book, and it's a little frustrating. I wrote it a little earlier, but I just reviewed my arc. Now I'm chilling. The way I've not picked up a book since Sunday, I feel that. I haven't picked up this book since last Tuesday. So literally last sprint. And now I'm having to figure it all out again. It's fine. I'm gonna finish it this week because I don't want to take it into March. I don't think it's going to get as high of a rating because I think, and I feel like this is like a well thought out opinion that most people have. Book 2s should not be slower than book 1s. They shouldn't. They should not. And this one is feeling slower than the first book. And the first book felt weirdly slow and weird. So I feel like we shouldn't be having that this late into the game. But whatever. We'll see where it goes. I'm planning my March reading. Ooh, fun, 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 fun. I did take a small little break and I came up with a Danmei video that I want to do. In that I'm going to treat myself to buying some Danmei and talk about like Danmeis I'm hopeful for. Because I miss Danmeis. And I've been out of the loop for a while, so I want to get back into the loop. You know, and see what there is to be had. But I did want to, hold on. Why you mess up every time I change you. But I did say I wanted to play a game with you guys. So let's see if I can get the presentation going. Ooh, trivia night, that's cute. Pop that there. I did find like another like book club game. I don't know if you guys remember, we did a like a, not a would you rather, but like a point system. Never have I ever with books. But this time we got a fact or fiction one. Let's see, hold on, let's swap on over and get the browser going. Not that one. This one. You see him not answering me? Alright, but yeah, I found this on Canva and I thought it was so cute. It's Fact or Fiction Book Club Edition. Let's take off the name tag. Not that name tag. The game label. Not that one. This one. There we go. So, that's the thing. I don't remember the questions exactly. But essentially you have to choose if it's either fact or fiction. So true or false. Can't drop that and walk away. You gotta answer it, Paco. I don't care about points, but I wonder how many of you guys can figure out which one's facts, which one's fiction. I don't remember the answers myself, so let's do it. Okay, fact or fiction? The first printed book in history was made using wooden printing press. Do we think this is true or do we think this is false? I'm going to go fiction. I almost want to say it's stone. I'm gonna go fact. Or do I want to go fiction? I'm gonna go fact. It's a fact. Ha ha ha. It was the Gutenberg Bible, was the first major book printed with a movable type in the 15th century. Okay, that makes sense. Hell yeah. Okay. Next one. Fact or fiction 2. A novella is a book with exactly 1,000 pages. I know for a fact this one is fiction. What do we see? Fiction. Hell, a lion. Fiction. Yeah, no. Novellas typically range from 20,000 to 500 words, not 1,000 pages. Imagine! Right? That would be crazy. Like an epic would be 1,000 pages, but not a novella. Okay, that one was easy. What about this one? The longest sentence ever written in a book contained over 10,000 words. You know there's got to be some author out there that just did a straight sentence long book. Like no punctuation. Some experimental fucking author did it. Imagine. Okay, we're split between fiction and fact. I'm gonna go fact. I believe someone did it. I think someone's crazy enough to do it. It's a fact. Fuck. According to some records, there's actual sentence with the book. There's an actual sentence with over 10,000 words in a certain book. Which book? I feel like I need more information than this than just there is an actual sentence. Damn. Exactly what book? Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can Google it. What book has a sentence with an... It's gotta be some stupid thing. Okay. According to Google, it is The Rotter Club by Jonathan Coe, written in 2001. And it's a sentence that spans 33 pages. And there's a Czech novel that is a whole novel written in one sentence. There is no way. I don't have the book, otherwise I try to prove it to you guys, but according to Google, that's a book that has it. He didn't pass grammar class. For real though, like, could you imagine reading that and you're like, okay, and you're like, where does the sentence end? And it's 33 pages later? Insane in the membrane. Okay, next one. Fact or fiction? There is a word for the smell of old books. This one's fact. This is... At least there is one now. I don't know exactly when this presentation was made, but I know for a fact that there is one now that describes a sensation. Kind of like the smell of rain. There's a word for that. It's like petrichor? Something like that. I don't know the word. I don't know either, but I know there has to be a word. Like in all the words in English language, you tell me we don't have one for this? Very common one? Or it could just be mold. Okay. It is fact. It's called bibliosmia, the unique smell of old books. Okay, that makes sense. Biblio, book. Mia maybe is scent? Fact? Yep. It's a fact. Now we can add that word to our vocabulary and, you know, never use it. Alright. Fact or fiction? The average person reads at a speed of 500 words per minute. I love that. Can I have it as a spray, please? I bet you there is a perfume that is like that exact scent. Okay, the average word of 500 words per minute. I think this is fiction. I don't think it's that many. I think maybe it's more of like, I don't know, maybe like your typing speed, so maybe somewhere like 100 words per minute. I don't know. I don't think it's 500. I think that's too fast for the average. We as readers maybe, but not everyone. But everyone else maybe not. Yeah. Okay, so we're all in agreement on fiction. It is fiction. The average speed is closer to 200 to 300 words per minute. You know what? That's still higher than I thought for most people. Like, I thought for sure like 100 max. But 200, 300? Okay. Okay. You give people more credit. But I definitely think readers are maybe hitting that 500 words per minute. Or maybe even more. If the average is 2 to 3. The fact that people know how to read is a real factor of fiction here. Oh my god. I had a whole conversation with one of my friends. And we were talking about how the average person reads like one book a year. And how that the statistic or like the percentage of people who are reading like the most books of the year, like let's say like the 50 books that are read a year, like the percentage of the people of doing that is like the same percentage, which is a very, very small. It's like the 1% or the 0.1% or something like that. And I feel like that's true. All the books that are being read by a very small percentage of people. Again, because most people read like maybe one book a year versus, I don't know about you, but I think I'm at like 10 books so far this year. I'm at 9 books. I've destroyed the average person. And last year I read like what, 70 something, 75? So you're just right though. People need to read more. Yet the argument happens every year on TikTok about people reading hella books. I'm at 15. I'm at 10 or 11 if it's been good. February's been terrible for me. I think I've read maybe one full book so far. But January was pretty good. Okay, next. Bonus round. Reading fiction regularly has been linked to increased empathy. Same, Emily. Feb has been horrible. It has. It's been terrible. I don't know why. It's been awful. It's fact. I agree. I think that definitely increase in empathy. Like, you're connecting with more people. Princess, hopefully. That'd be wild if it wasn't. Like, nah, reading makes you a worse person. Could you imagine? That'd be crazy. Alright, it is a fact. Studies show that reading can help develop empathy and emotional intelligence. Maybe our president needs to read some fairy smut. Could you imagine though seeing Trump with fucking A Court of Thorns and Roses? Imagine. Oh my god. He would like Tamlin. He'd be a Tamlin dude. Ugh. Get some empathy for real though. I mean most of the people. Most of the people. All the MAGA people need to fucking read some shit. And read some black authors and get some real empathy. You could even get past the first chapter. That's saying he can read. All of those. All of those. Because we know. Or he reads with his finger. That's not to say if you actually do that you're a bad person. But you need some more practice. You should not be reading with your finger. Oh, God. Not the finger. Alright, that was all the questions. Okay, that was fun. We did learn some things. Like, we learned that people, on average, can read more than we can. Think. Out loud as fuck. You would read out loud. Oh, God. Wow, that was like perfect timing because our break's almost done. I have not read 50 pages. I don't know why that's marked. Oh, God. That was hilarious. That was a lot of fun. I'll have to see if there's more like little book games on Canva because they're really fun every time we've done them. I hope you guys learned something and had fun clowning on our president because, you know, we need a laugh after all the shit going on. Okay. But we've run out of our time. Our break is done. We must go back to our sprints. We must finish strong because, unfortunately, everyone, it is the last sprint of the evening. So we need to finish strong. We need to get some good stuff done. We do need a laugh. I can't wait to see all the videos tomorrow about the address. Oh god. Oh god. I'm sure it's gonna be wild. But I'm gonna be reading more of Brimstone to keep myself sane and moving on through this. I am making my way to halfway. Like maybe I'm a quarter in. For our mental health. Yep. You need a laugh for the mental health, otherwise we're all gonna go crazy. And you know, just snap. And we don't need to snap. We need to survive this horrid time. But things are getting heavy. Let's go back and enjoy some reading with some nice calm rain noises. We're gonna finish out strong. We're all gonna have a good rest of our evening. Good luck. Have fun. Drink some water. I too am gonna get up and drink some water. So, follow my example. Hydrate. And again, treat yourself to a little treat. Because I love you and you deserve it. Alright, good luck everyone. See you at the end of these next sprints. that was our last sprint. How'd we do? How'd we do? I ended up at page 234. I'm just gonna underline this last line because I really, really like it. The line is, "Until you learn how to be gentle, I will not teach you how to be violent." And I feel like that's a really nice phrasing. Got my reading plan for March. Hell yeah. I made it 100 pages in? Like 110? So I'm now this far into the book. Still creeping my way to halfway. I think maybe I'm at 30%. Let's see. Let's plug her in and see where we're at. We're 35%. Okay, so I was right. Just played some Marbles. Marble Rose, I think today is not a reading day. Hey, that's totally fine. Most days haven't been reading days for me. But we'll ease back in. I think I'm going to spend a little bit more of tonight playing a video game because I'm not quite tired yet. I'm still very energized, and I think that's due to the nap I took. Oh my god, guys, I got a new mattress, and when I tell you, I went down hard for that nap. It was great. I am missing more of my bed, and I'm excited to get back into it, but I do think I want to play a little bit more of my games. I'm going to play a little bit more of Kathy Rain tonight before I crawl back into bed, because your girl's got a semi-busy day tomorrow. I don't think I'm doing too much, but I'm doing enough that I need to wake up pretty early because I have to take Winnie to the vet in the morning. But I hope you guys enjoyed sprints. I hope you had fun. I hope you read some good things or did some fun things, got some planning done, got some games played. I'm about to lay down because I have to be in the office early tomorrow. 100% understand. I'm officially 28, y'all. Hell yeah! Happy birthday! Woo! I was born at 10 p.m. Nice. Happy birthday, Paco. All the best. I hope you had a good day. I hope you have a good rest of your week. I hope the same for all of you watching. We had a lot of people watching today. I appreciate it. I love you guys. I hope I see you guys. Not next week because, again, I will be out doing some work stuff and some school stuff. But the week after, we'll be back with some more sprints. But in the meantime, there will be videos to watch. You have the video that came out this week. You have the video that came out last week. And there'll be a video out next week. But that's going to be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you had fun. I will see you guys next time. Have a good night, everyone.